Hello, Franz. I'm not Mew here.
That was the wonderful UMBREONLIBRIS. Been on the channel a few times before,
Thank you.
but now...
We're doing some art.
Yeah, because we talked about Pokemon design on both our channels, and now we thought, let's put our money where my mouth is. I'm pretty sure I said this exact same thing on your channel. What we did is we went through all of the unused type combinations, because they're usually the ones that have the most potential. Like, there's never been a fire-ice Pokemon, and that would be so cool. We didn't use that combination. We used something else. Over on Libris's channel, we designed a ice poison type Pokemon. So after you've watched this, go watch that. That was so cool. But now we're designing.
Yeah, I'm very happy with how that one turned out.
That was with your. You actually sort of came up with the concept for that, but this one is my concept. It's going to be a lot harder for you to draw it.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing.
We're going with a ghost rock type. My first thought with this was make it a gravestone. That seems obvious, right? Make it some sort of like a palisand, but with a gravestone instead. But then I thought, no, that's dumb and lazy and won't make for a very good episode. So I've been playing a lot of Wind Waker. Well, I say I've been playing a lot of Wind Waker. My partner's been playing a lot of Wind Waker on our Twitch channel, and that got me thinking about the Pirate Charm, which is a thank you. It is a sort of a glowy rock thing, and you use it to communicate long distances. And that got me thinking, like, what if a ghost possessed a crystal of some kind? So instead of, because we've got like ghosts possessing trees, ghosts possessing sandcastles, ghosts possessing all sorts of things. Lots of ghost Pokemon are just possessing things, most famously Rotom. Because it's a rock type, why not possess some sort of crystal? It could disguise itself as jewelry to sort of get protected from the wild in a similar way that Klefki, thank you, in a similar way that Klefki disguises itself as a keyring to avoid the wilds, because it's around people, it's literally on a person, so it's going to be protected from the wild. The only thing I didn't like about sort of the Pirate Charm thing, and also I didn't want an exact Pirate Charm Pokemon, I wanted it to be a chain as well, because then it can learn cool moves like Spirit Shackle. Because it's literally a spirit shackle, because it's got chains in it, and there is always an association between ghosts and chains. It goes all the way back to like Jacob Marley and Christmas Carol. So I wanted there to be a thick chain element to it as well. So I'm thinking weird shaped glowy crystal on a big chain that's kind of reminiscent of a Klefki. Is that enough for you to start something?
It's enough to start. We'll see if what's coming to my mind is similar at all to what's coming to yours.
Wonderful.
But we'll find out.
So what do you think of the core concept?
I like it. I like the idea of a crystal ghost.
And I've always liked the idea of the ghosts possessing things in Pokemon. It can get you some really interesting Pokemon, like Chandelure. Is that supposed to be a ghost possessing a chandelier? A chandelier?
Chandelier?
I forgot the actual word for a second there.
I have definitely had that problem before, where I'm trying to say chandelier, and the only thing that comes to my mind is chandelure.
Well, that's just a testament to how cool it is as a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a fantastic Pokemon. So, do you believe in ghosts actually, like the ghost type Pokemon actually being ghosts?
The later ones, yes. I think like Trevenant is a ghost possessing a tree. Yamask is a ghost possessing a mask. Ghastly, I think, is a ghost possessing a poison cloud.
Interesting.
Which is why it's poison type. Why? Why do you ask? Do you not believe that they are actual ghosts?
No.
Why?
No, not at all.
What do you believe?
Because they reproduce.
Yeah, but that's just a gameplay thing. They just have to put that in for gameplay reasons.
No, I don't think so. I think that they are just animals, just like all the other ones, that just look different. That look like things that we recognize. And that's like that the fact that or the story of Phantom being a child who got lost in the woods and it's like possessing a little stump of a tree, that's a story. That's not fact. How do you see the chain being incorporated here? Like something like a like that kind of thing, and then the chain goes through it, or more like it actually more like what the pirate charm over here has, where it's actually like wrapped in it, like it is actually shackled, and then the chains are out here somehow.
I like the idea of it being sort of wrapped around and shackled on, but the actual shape of the chain itself, I don't think should go up and around like a display chain. I think maybe it could hang down in a sort of stereotypical ghost sheet silhouette.
Oh, okay. So let's.
Because if you imagine it's like the what's the kelp anchor Pokemon called?
Delmise.
Delmise. How Delmise is just the kelp and it's just holding up the anchor.
Mm-hmm.
In this, the crystal is what the Pokemon is, and the chain is just flopping along with it. So there's nothing holding the chain up, so it would just flop down because of gravity.
Right.
And then you get, I think this is a more interesting silhouette.
Right. So actually, not even having the chain. So I was doing the tips of the chains here, having like being up a little bit so that the clasp could kind of function like a claw.
I like that what you've done. It doesn't match my explanation, but it looks cute. And for a first stage basic ghost Pokemon, there has to be an element of cute there. I mean, look at like Rotom.
Right. Well, it could still be just hanging down, and like that could be how it keeps itself, how it holds itself normally. But then in battle, maybe it does use that claw or the clasp as a claw.
And yeah, I like that. I like that it can, use some slash type moves with the open clasp. Because I've accidentally nicked myself with a chain clasp before. That can hurt.
So how do you feel about these kind of floating crystals that I put around it as well? And the crystal shape in general, I just went for a fairly standard crystal that is mostly the shape of the pirate charm.
I like it, but I think is it too close to like a Sableye? Which it could be intentional. We could make it somehow related to a Sableye. Maybe they inhabit similar places. But yeah, and the two little crystals that are floating along with it. I like that as well. It was total freestyling on your part, but I like it. I like it. I just add some character to it.
I just saw the sparkles on the pirate charm, and I thought of smaller floating crystals, and I decided to make them this shape just because that's the Z crystal shape. So it's like this is what crystals look like in Pokemon.
Yeah, I buy that.
Yeah, how do you feel about the face? I just thought of a different idea, because here the previous one I was doing the eyes basically on the surface of the crystal.
Yeah.
But it could try to draw it more like it's actually inside.
Ooh.
And I'm just giving it a sort of a Spiritomb vibe there.
I don't dislike the Spiritomb vibe.
It could even have a sort of shaded interior, like that's the real thing. It's just encased in the crystal.
I like it. I think that helps sell the ghost type, because there's something in there and it's trapped. Adds a sinisterness to it.
Do you like the angry, angry eyes, or do you prefer something a little cuter?
I like the angry eyes because they look vaguely jack-o'-lantern-y, the way you've drawn them there, which still makes it a bit cute, but still a little sinister.
Okay, I'm gonna try a different look for the chain on each side here, so that you can see which one you like better.
Cool.
Because the kind of chain that we see here is not much like the kind of chain that you would put on a charm.
No.
So it's very chain, and it might fit with ghosts, because those are the kinds of chains that you associate with ghosts, like dragging around.
Yeah.
But it might not be too fitting for the charm. So I've got the other. Well, I'll just do the other idea first, because then you can see what I'm thinking of. And I was thinking of the little beady chains.
Okay.
And that is more charm, but it does detract from the ghost.
Yeah.
The shackled ghost idea. So let's see how this works.
See, already that sort of more segmented approach I'm liking the look of more so.
Okay. All right. Well, we will do it like this, and then there's a ring attached at the end.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the overall look at this? If I start refining it from here?
Yeah, I'm very happy with the way it's looking. I didn't have like a concrete image in my mind, but that is what I would have if I did have.
Okay.
You've taken my words and made them into a picture that I like.
Oh, that's good. This arm would be going kind of like this. And this arm might be going like this.
Yeah.
Alright.
And again, I like that asymmetry. I think more ghost type should be asymmetrical. What are you thinking for colours?
I mean, the crystal could go in any way. Might be interesting if the little crystals are a different color. Probably the two little crystals are the same color to give it some symmetry, but it could be a different color than the main crystal.
Yeah, just like so you'll have like basically three core colors. You'll have the chain, the big crystal, and then the complementary different colored crystals.
And I guess the little ghost inside can just be like a shadow, basically.
Yeah, a darker version of the main color. Yeah. What color is the? Because you said they were like Z crystals. What color is the ghost Z crystal? Is it? I assume it's going to be like a dull purple color. Yeah, it's this sort of dull purple.
Yeah. Do you want to go with that for the little ones?
Yeah, let's go with a dull purple.
We can modify it a little bit, but like use that as a starting point.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like I only know three colors, but if we're going with purple, purple and green go together very well, as all of my channel art. All of my channel art proves that all of that goes really well together. So we can make the core crystal green.
Yeah, that works for me. It's like it can be a sort of emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
And then the chain, I'm thinking silver for the chain.
I think so. We want it to be a real chain.
Yeah. I was thinking...
It doesn't have to be a fairy lock chain.
No. Thinking either silver or gold, and then whatever we don't use, the theoretical shiny will be the other one.
I think with purple and green, I think silver will work better.
Yeah.
Leave the gold chain for the shiny one, because it's rarer. I think I'm going to have to do the chain first. So like I'm going to have to mostly hide the rest of it, because the chain gets quite busy in there. Too many chains.
Had I realised how much work chain would have been, I would have just stuck with the gravestone, because the gravestone would have been far easier.
You wouldn't have put chains on a gravestone?
Oh, now that you've mentioned it, a gravestone with chains on it would be a really cool concept.
Yeah.
Several song-filled hours later.
Are we done with the chains?
I think so. Look at those beautiful chains.
They're amazing. And I can't believe you hand drew every single one.
Yeah, now imagine me having to color them.
Oh dear Lord.
Alright, I'm going to hide the chains for now so that I can draw the insides separately.
Draw the little guy.
The little guy.
And we were saying that if these two videos are well received, we would do more of them and then possibly stream them. Would you be down for? You'd be down for streaming the next set if we do a next set.
I would, yeah. I think streaming art has gone really well for me.
I'm glad.
I'm very happy with like the participation that the chat has had in actually helping me not just decide, but like giving me ideas and reminding me to do things that I've forgotten. So there you go.
I'm a big fan of that. I really like how that turned out. Pendant. The ghost rock type. The only ghost rock type. This is Pendant. I almost forgot the name there. This is Pendant, our ghost rock type. And if you want to see the other Pokemon that we made over on UMBREONLIBRIS' channel, we created a ice poison type. And that's all I'm going to tell you. You'll have to tune in and tune in. It's not TV. You'll have to go over there and find it yourself. Comment down below which one you believe would win in a fight. UMBREONLIBRIS' ice poison type or Pendant over here. And comment below which...
Vote UMBREONLIBRIS!
Comment below what you would do with a ghost and rock type Pokemon.
Alright, well, as we say around here, stay awesome. Love you, bye.